And we are live. This is UFC Bro Picks. We're gonna do a prediction video for Fox for UFC on Fox 2021. We're gonna do Condit versus Damian Maia. This is Ricky.
What's up, guys? This is Justin. We had a really good card last weekend with McGregor and Diaz. I scored it for McGregor. I know a lot of people scored it for Diaz. Would you score it for, or who'd you score it for?
Not gonna lie, I think like the fight was very close. It was a war, and I wanted Diaz to win, but if I was just gonna I can see how Conor won that fight. I can see how he got that score. You know what I mean? So I guess I agree with the judges because he did get knocked down in the second round. So that was Conor's round. I think Conor got round 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, Conor dropped him twice in the second round, so he got 1, 2, 1, 2, and 4 for sure.
But I mean, like, I don't know. I still think Conor got saved by the bell
In the last round?
at the end of the fight. Yeah, he got saved.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. He showed a lot of heart in that fight. Like, going up 2 weight classes, dude. McGregor, he's a beast, dude.
I mean, come on. But Nate Diaz went up a weight class too. It's not like he went up 2 weight classes. He fought. He went up 1 weight class, just didn't cut weight.
Yeah, you're right. You got to give McGregor credit, though, in my opinion. You know.
A lot of credit. He won. He won that fight. He fought smart.
He was gassed out, and after round 2, he looked like he was done. And then round 4, he just looked like an animal out there. He landed that body kick, and Diaz wanted no part of it, dude. Like, Diaz didn't do anything in that round 4. But then he came back. But it was a good fight. My boy Larkin beat Magny, and we debated about that for like 15 minutes. I told you so, bro. Gonna pat myself on the back. So let's move on. Okay, dude. So the first fight of the night in the middleweight division, we got Ryan James against Adam Hunter. James is 8-1, and Adam Hunter is 7-1. Both these dudes are making their debut. This is not a good fight, in my opinion. I mean, they're both scrubs, and I'm not betting on this fight. They both don't have a lot of footage on, YouTube. And James has 7 wins by sub, and Hunter is, all of his wins are by finish. He knocked out Chris Dempsey in his last fight, and Chris Dempsey's a UFC veteran. Chris Dempsey's pretty terrible, though. I mean, I think he was in the UFC for 4 fights, and he got knocked out in the first round in 3 fights. So I'm not going to say that, Hunter knocking that dude out is good, because it's not. So I think it's a coin flip. I've looked at both their their physique and what they look like. That doesn't really mean anything, but it does when you can't get any footage online of these 2 guys. So I'm going to go with James. I mean, I think Hunter's the favorite, but I don't know, man. I'm not impressed with either dude, but I just feel like 7 wins by sub, and he might be. They're both tall guys, but I saw 1 fight from James, and I saw 1 fight from Hunter, and I just think James might catch him in the sub. So it's a hard fight to call. It's a hard fight to predict. So I'm just going to pick James by a sub, and it's going to be a pick'em fight. But I'm not confident in this pick. What about you?
Yeah, like you said, I don't really know much of these fighters. It's their debut for the UFC. I couldn't really get much footage of them. And but I don't know. I think I'm going to be leaning towards Adam Hunter because he's got some KOs in his record, and the fight starts standing up. So I'm sure he has some type of grappling experience. Hopefully, it's enough to stop Ryan James. But fight starts standing up, and I think Adam Hunter is probably going to finish KO. But this is just a wild guess because I haven't really seen either of them fight. I'm just going by their record.
Yeah, they both have good records, and they're both making their debut, so it's like a coin flip. So I know Hunter's the favorite, but I'm just going to go with the underdog, It's not a confident pick.
All right. You ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right, so the next fight I got is going to be was actually thought, but I'm not sure how the order is. But the fight I thought it was going to be was Jeremy Kennedy versus Alessandro Ricci. Jeremy Kennedy's from Canada. He's 8-0. He's got got 38% KOs, 25% submissions, 38% decisions. They're going to be fighting at the lightweight division. Alessandro Ricci is 10-3. They're both similar in height, so pretty similar in reach advantage. Got similar, but if I were to pick someone, I think I'm going to go with Jeremy Kennedy, just because of his record. Um, I haven't really seen either of these fight, so it's just a guess. At the same time, I just think Jeremy Kennedy has a little bit more versatile. He's got some KOs and some submissions. So I think I'm just going to go with the more well-rounded fighter and go with Kennedy. What about you?
Yeah, honestly, I'm a little pissed because I like Josh Emmett, and he was supposed to fight Kennedy, but he pulled out and he got hurt. So now it's Alex Ritchie. I don't know if you know who Josh Emmett is, but he's a Team Alpha Male guy, and he won his debut against John Tuck, and he broke his pinky in the fight. And he's a beast, dude. He has really good stand-up, good movement, and
I think
what's up?
I think I remember seeing him fight. Yeah, I think you told me about him.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he beat a veteran, John Tuck, in his debut, and he made his debut, and he trains a Team Alpha Male, dude. So I was pretty pumped for this fight, but he got hurt. Alex Ritchie's 10-3, and he lost to Daryl Horcher, who could be just smoked in Khabib's last fight. But Daryl Horcher's not bad. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is a tough fight. Jeremy Kennedy he's not a lightweight. I mean, he's a featherweight. He's gonna be smaller than Richie. But Richie goes to a lot of decisions. He's not a finisher, and Kennedy is. So I think Kennedy's more athletic, and I know he might be the smaller guy, but he's undefeated. He's a finisher, and Richie's not a finisher. Richie doesn't impress me. So I think Kennedy's gonna go out there on his home turf and get the finish. So the next fight, we might be out of order because we both have different orders, but we got Gareth McKellen versus the Italian. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but YOLO. Let's go Chirico, or let's go Chirico. Yeah, this is one of my most confident picks in the card. I mean, Gareth McKellen's one of the worst fighters in the roster. He's terrible. He's a South African fighter. The only thing he has good for him is he's a big guy. He has heart, but he has a terrible chin. He doesn't have good stand-up. I don't think he's good anywhere. And the Italian dude's pretty decent. He's made his debut against Bojan Velikovic, who just drew with Michael Graves. And Michael Graves is a beast. We're both high on him. And he lost a very close fight to Bojan. A lot of people scored it for him. And I don't know, man. I feel like the Italian, he's 9-1, 8 wins by finish. He didn't show his true potential in the last fight. And I think he's really going to take it to this dude and get the finish. So I'm probably going to be betting on this dude. McKellen's terrible, like I just said. So I got the Italian by a finish. I'm going to pick him, do a prop in the distance. What about you?
Well, I'm not that confident in him, but I am going to agree with you. I'm probably going to go with Chirico for the win. But I don't know. Like you said, McLellan is a big guy. I don't really know what he's doing in the UFC, but he's in there. He has one win. He beat Bubba Bush.
Yeah, Bubba Bush is a scrub, bro.
But he's still got to win in the UFC.
Yeah, Bush is not in the UFC anymore, though. I think he fought like once and he's done. So
it's kind of hard to bet on someone that, like, I don't know. It's not his debut, but he's coming off a loss, so he might be hungry. I still think he's going to win, but I don't really know. I'd have to watch more tape if I want to bet on him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But yeah, I'm agree with you. I'm gonna go with Loiseau, Chirico, just because of the fact that McLellan is just so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but this card is weak, bro. Like the main card is good, and like the main event for the prelims, but that's about it.
Yeah, from Alvey and on.
Yeah,
pretty much what I care about.
This card's terrible. All right, dude, go ahead.
All right. So the next fight, I got Chad Laprise versus Thibaut Gotti. They're going to be fighting at the featherweight. The lightweight division. He's from France. And Chad Laprise, he's from Canada. They're both similar in height, similar in reach, virtually identical. So in size at least. We got Chad Laprise coming off 2 losses. Most recent loss from Ross Pearson. And then we got Gotte losing to Oliver St. Pierre. I guess and then we also have I'm not sure. Also, I think it's going to be a good fight. But I don't know. I think probably Laprise is probably going to take it, the decision. What do you think?
Yeah, dude, I'm a big Laprise fan. You know, he's a good fighter. I wish he had more finishing ability, but he took it to Brian Barberina and won a fight of the night decision. And he got robbed against Ross Pearson, dude. I mean, he won that fight. A lot of people thought that, including me. I watched that fight like 3 times. I don't know how Ross Pearson won that fight, but yeah, Laprise is good, dude. He's well-rounded. I wish he could mix in his takedowns a little more because he has good wrestling, but he's good on the feet. You know, he has 2 losses. He's 11-2, 1 robbery, and then he got knocked out against Francisco Trinaldo, which is a fluke. But yeah, Gouti has good stand-up too, but he's 0-2 in UFC, and he's from tough, but he's not impressive, dude. Like, he's weak in my opinion, dude. I mean, he got smoked, dude, in his debut against some scrub in like 14 seconds, and then yeah, he lost to Mercier in his last fight, but Laprise beat Mercier, you know. So I just think this fight's gonna take place on the feet, and I think Laprise has the better stand-up. It's gonna be close, but he should mix in his takedowns because he could probably take down Gouti pretty easy. But yeah, I got Laprise for a quick cut decision, probably at 29-28, possibly 30-27. It's gonna be a good fight though. All right, so the next fight is we got Shane Campbell versus Felipe Silva. Yeah, a lot of people don't think Shane Campbell's that good. I think he's pretty decent, but yeah, this is a pretty easy fight. Silva's making his debut. He's Brazilian. I know he's 8 or 7-0, and Campbell's 12-5. But Campbell's a veteran. He's fought better dudes. I know he didn't look good in his last fight, but that's against a hungry Eric Koch, who looked so good in his last fight. And I don't think Eric Koch was going to lose to anyone that night. He looked phenomenal, dude. And Shane Campbell's been around the block. You know, he's fought good dudes. He's a former kickboxer. And he was beating James Krause. I mean, he was going to knock James Krause out, but James Krause got saved by the bell. So I'm going to go Campbell by a finish. I think he's more well-rounded, and I think he's way better on the feet than Silva. And I think he can take Silva down if he wants to, too. So I like Campbell in this fight. It's another home turf, and I got Campbell by finish. What about you?
I'm probably going to have to agree with you. This guy Felipe Silva is making his debut. I never really heard of him. Have you?
No, I've never heard of him.
Right. So, I mean, I Google searched the guy and just comes up an Olympic swimmer. So, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Shane Campbell as well. Just you pretty much said everything I said. He's more experienced. He's got some octagon experience, which is a lot. Who knows? I mean, yeah, this guy Felipe Silva, he's got a pretty impressive record. But I mean, who knows who he find it, you know? So I'm gonna go with Shane Campbell with the decision. I think he's gonna use experience to get the win. What do you think? Oh yeah, you got Shane Campbell too, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to the next fight then. Next fight, I got Enrique Barzola versus Kyle Bochinak. Enrique Barzola is from Peru. He's 11-2. I'm pretty sure, is he from like tough Latin America or something like that?
Yeah, he doesn't look that impressive, but yeah, go ahead.
He's got good work ethic though. He's a pretty tough fighter. We got Kyle Bochinak. They're gonna be fighting at the featherweight division. Kyle Bochinak is coming off a loss to Charles Rosa. Enrique Barboza, he just won tough, right, against Horacio Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm.
unanimous decision. You know what? I'm Peruvian, so I'm gonna go with Enrique Barzola, just because he's won tough. He's already won a fight in the UFC, kind of, and he's got a little more experience. And he's not that. His technique is not quite there yet, but I think he's a hard worker and he's got a lot of heart. So I think he's gonna pull through and get the win. So I'm gonna go with Enrique Barzola for the decision. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm actually pretty confident in this pick. I don't think Enrique's that good. I mean, he was struggling with Mauricio Gutierrez, who Teruto Shahara just smoked in the first round. That Japanese guy that's like my bitches and all that. And Kyle Bochinak impressed me, dude. I mean, he fought his last fight on UFC or his short notice. I think it was maybe 3 days. He had to cut a lot of weight. And he lost to Charles Rosa, who's a good featherweight, and it was a very close fight. I mean, it could have gone either way, in my opinion. And he looked good, dude. I mean, it was a 29-28 unanimous decision, but I scored it for Bosnak, to be honest. So I think he's good. He has a very good ground game. He's good on the feet. And, Enrique does not want to take this to ground. So I think Bosnak's in a good decision.
Now that I think about it, I think Enrique was getting taken down at will, huh? He got taken down pretty easily.
He was, dude, right? Yeah. I'm not impressed with those tough Latin guys, to be honest, besides Yair Rodriguez.
Did he win, though?
Who?
Yair Rodriguez?
He beat Bruce Leroy.
No, I know, but he won the tough Latin America?
Yeah.
One of them?
Yeah, I think he won it. He won it.
I'm going to change my decision then because yeah, you're right. That season, those guys kind of sucked.
They did, dude.
So I think Kyle Bochinak is probably going to take him down, beat him, get the win. I'm going to have to agree with you now. I think you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I always do, man. I picked Larkin. Come on.
Fuck you. All right, next one.
I went 5 for 5 in my picks, dude. Undefeated last card, but I don't want to brag. So, all right, we got Sam Alvey.
Bragging? I don't want to brag.
Sam Alvey 27-8 versus Kevin Casey 9-4-1. This is another one of my most confident picks. I'm definitely gonna be putting him in my parlays. I like Sam Alvey a lot here. Kevin Casey, he has 4 losses. They're all by KO. So he does not have a good chin. He gasses out so bad. He drew his last fight against Elvis Matopovich, and I mean he looked dead in that 3rd round. So he has a bad chin. Yeah, he has really good BJJ, but I don't see him taking down Alvey. And Alvey's well-rounded. You saw what he did in his last fight, standing guillotine. So it's so hard to take Alvey down. He has very good takedown defense. People think he's just a guy that has power in the feet. He's well-rounded. He just doesn't show it. So Sam Alvey trains at a good gym. He's hungry, and I think he's going to get a pretty quick knockout. Sam Alvey has a good record, dude. I mean, he's beaten good guys. He just needs to change a couple things and maybe be more aggressive. Like, he didn't look that good against Elias, but Elias didn't really, fight that good either. So, but, I mean, that doesn't mean anything. But Sam Alvey just needs to change up a few things, be more aggressive, and he's going to be hurting a lot of fools in this division. So I got Sam Alvey big in this fight. I don't think Kevin Casey's going to be able to, honestly, I mean, the power, dude. He's not going to be able to take that power. So Alvey by finish. What about you?
I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with Alvey with the KO. Like you said, Casey just he doesn't – I don't know. Ever since, though, that whole Ali thing, though, it kind of changed. But he's not consistent. That's the main thing about him is that he's not consistent at all. I've seen him when he's pretty good. His last fight, he was doing pretty good. Not very good, pretty good the first couple rounds. He started gassing towards the end, but he won that fight. Sam Alvey's just a beast. I think his fight against Elias hopefully woke him up a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying that I know more than any of these fighters, but maybe he knows that he needs to be more aggressive and that he can't. I don't know, because this fight against Elias was kind of just doing those weird leg kicks and then running away, or not running away, but not really engaging, because he didn't want to trade with Alvey. But I don't blame him because that's a easy way to get knocked out. But yeah, I just don't think Casey has it in him. He's gonna get hit by Alvey and he's gonna want to quit. So I'm gonna go with Sam Alvey for the KO. All right?
Let's do this main card.
Main card: Miller versus Lauzon. So they're going to be fighting at the lightweight division. This is going to be the second time they're fighting. Joe Lauzon, they both got 71-inch reach advantage. They're pretty much pretty fairly sized up. Their first fight was a war. I don't know how their second fight's going to be. Jim Miller's coming off of a KO, off of a quick KO. Who was that again? He knocked out. I think he called.
Gomi.
Who?
Takanura Gomi.
Oh yeah, Gomi. It's pretty good. Joe Lauzon is just coming off a loss from Bruce Leroy.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Miller, right?
Bro, Lauzon just knocked out Diego Sanchez in the first minute. I mean, the second minute of the first round.
What am I thinking of? Is
I
that
don't
Miller?
know. Jim Miller just beat Gomi. They're both coming off first round wins.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, but who did Bruce Leroy just beat? Cole Miller, right?
Yeah, but Bruce Leroy just lost, dude.
Who did Bruce Leroy lose against?
Yair Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, right. I'm not talking about that though, but I was talking about his fight against Cole Miller. For some reason I got them mixed up.
It's okay.
But yeah, so dang. Both coming off first round like KOs, huh? So that changed it a little bit. For some reason I thought it was Cole Miller the whole time, man. I get two mixed up. So I'm probably gonna go with Joe Lauzon then. Just because he's more versatile. He's more technical, and he's coming off a finish, so I think he's going to be hungry for this one. It's going to be a good fight, though, because I think they both want to make a comeback. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Lauzon. What about you?
Sorry, I've been trying to email my owner or my owner of my job. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I like Lauzon this fight. Obviously, the first fight was a really good fight, and Miller won, but they're both fading, but I feel like Miller's fading more, and I just feel like Lauzon has better tools, and Lauzon looked really good in his last fight. So basically what I just said, they're both fading. They're both not going like upwards, but I just think Lauzon's a better fighter right now, and I think Lauzon's making the finish. So I think Jim Miller's just declining more than Lauzon. So they're both kind of hit or miss. I mean, Lauzon's kind of hit or miss too. He looks really good, then he goes out there and has a flat performance, but I'm going to be going inside the distance with Lauzon. Okay, so the next fight we got Paige VanZant.
Hey,
go ahead.
You making a bet on that fight?
No, I'm actually going to stay away from that fight. It's super close. It's going to be a fight of the night, so I'm going to pick Lauzon, but I'm not betting.
Yeah, I think I'm agree with you on that.
Well, you should agree with me, dude. I'm a freaking betting god.
Shut up.
Okay, so we got my future wife, Paige VanZant, who's 6-2, versus Beck Rawlings 7-4. This is a very confident pick for me. I'm going with VanZant all day. Okay, Beck Rawlings is not a good fighter. Yeah, she trains at Alliance, but dude, come on, man. She doesn't. I mean, I don't think she's. I think VanZant is better than her everywhere, and I bet you'd agree with me on this too. Okay, Rawlings got a hometown decision win in her last fight. She lost that fight against him. She hasn't looked that impressive in the UFC. All her wins are against scrubs. VanZant's a beast. I mean, she has good wins against Herrick, Chambers, and Curran. And her fighting is Nunez, dude. I mean, she showed so much heart in that fight, dude. I mean, she got her ass kicked, but she got subbed very late in the 5th round. She showed that she has a lot of heart. And the whole Dancing with the Stars layoff, I don't care about that, dude. She was training. She's just too athletic, dude, for Beck Rawlings. So I think VanZant has very good stand-up. She has good wrestling. And she's not just a pretty face, dude. She's a very good fighter. And I really think she's going to be a champion someday. So I got VanZant by a dominant performance. I'm going to be putting her in a parlay. And she's a finisher. She's not going to get a decision. She's going to get the finish. What about you?
I'm going to agree. I think Paige VanZant's going to dominate this girl. The women's division in general, I think, is still kind of shallow. But Paige VanZant's just an athlete in that division. She showed a lot of heart against. She seems to always just out cardio her opponents, and she's not that technical, but she's got good strength. She's a brawler, and not that many girls can keep up that pace. Beck doesn't impress me much. Like you said, her wins are just her wins weren't very impressive to me. She's got one round. She's got one. She's got one first round submission, which is okay, but I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna be able to pull off a submission versus VanZant because she trains at Team Alpha Male and grappling there is like pretty good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Paige VanZant with the decision. So I don't think she's gonna get to finish in round 3. Rawlings is still pretty tough for a girl.
She's tough, but I don't think she's that good. But I can. It's a girl fight. Honestly, a lot of girl fights don't go to finish, so I can see where you're going at.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with VanZant for the decision.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of a rookie, dude. So I mean, sometimes you have to listen to me, but I mean, it's okay.
Hey, let's go on the mat. See who's a real rookie.
Let's do it, bro. Tomorrow, 3:30. I'm a block on BJJ, bro.
All right, call the next fight, scrub.
We got. Wait, I just called the last fight. I'll call the next fight.
Oh yeah.
I'll call it, bro.
All
right.
Boy, Pettis.
All right, pussy. We got Anthony Pettis, 18-5, versus Charles Oliveira, 21-5. You know I love you, dude. We just like talking shit on each other. Yeah, people think that we don't like each other, dude. We're best friends. We just talk shit. So all those viewers out there, we're bros, man. We just, we argued for 15 minutes on Larkin versus whatever Magny, but it's all, it's all love. Okay.
I would never want to hurt that kid anyway.
Yeah, and we're not gay, by the way. So I think what I just said was kind of gay, but we're not gay. What?
I never want to hurt you, bro. You're my bro.
Yeah, I think I would probably hurt you too, but I wouldn't want to hurt you. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I know you probably beat me. I don't have any experience like you do, but
anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. Anyways, we got this is a good matchup, dude. I like Anthony Pettis in this fight, and
I think Anthony Pettis dropping down to 145 is a good move.
It is, dude. It's a very good move, and
we'll see how his weight cut goes, though.
What's up?
We'll see how his weight cut goes.
My mom just told me to keep it down, so I got to talk a little quieter. Because my parents are sleeping. Anyways.
Oh.
Shut up. Okay. So, yeah. I think 145 is good for Pettis, and he's on a 3-fight losing streak. This is a must-win fight for him, just like the whole Ellenberger fight against McLellan.
Man.
Charles Oliveira has a bad chin, and he's a good fighter, but on the feet, Pettis is way better than him. And I don't see Oliveira getting into the ground. Pettis is good on the ground too, but Oliveira has bad fight IQ, so I see Pettis getting the first-round knockout. He is my most confident pick on the card, and he will be in parlays for sure. So I got Anthony Showtime Pettis all day, and I really think he's going to get the belt in this division. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm agree with you 100%. Pettis is just going to beast him out. He's a do or die for him at 145. He's coming off of too many losses. Can't afford another loss, especially against Charles Oliveira. He's a good fighter, but he just lost from the Max Holloway, right? He got hurt, right?
Yeah, that was a fluke fight. That was a fluke fight.
Right. He's got good submission games. Pettis should worry. He's got a lot of submissions under his belt. But I mean, if you look at Pettis' resume, he's also submitted some of the best. He submitted Benson Henderson, which is not an easy task. Benson Henderson's good at jiu-jitsu. But at the same time, Pettis is coming off of losses to like Edson Barboza, Eddie Alvarez, Rafael Dos Anjos. All three are killers. I would say they're like top 5 in that division. So I mean those losses are understandable. And Pettis is going to be I think he's going to be a good size at featherweight. He was one of the smaller lightweights. He's pretty skinny for lightweight. So
he's going to be a big featherweight.
I think he's going to be a good size featherweight. He's going to be big. Yeah. I mean, he's the same height as Oliveira, so I think he's going to be good at this division. The fight starts standing, and I don't think Oliveira has good enough wrestling to take it down, to take Pettis down. So Pettis usually has trouble with wrestlers, with strong wrestlers, and Charles Oliveira is not a strong wrestler. So
Yeah.
I think Pettis is going to knock him out.
Yeah, Oliveira has 3 knockout losses, and he's very susceptible to the body. And Pettis is so good with his body kick, so I definitely see Pettis with the first round knockout. I like Charles Oliveira; he's a good fighter, but he doesn't stand a chance in this matchup. This is a very bad matchup for him. This is kind of like Larkin versus Nagby. Sorry to bust your balls about Larkin, but Larkin's gonna be a champion soon. That's a whole different story. Go ahead. Call the last fight.
All right.
We both got Pettis, and we're both betting on him.
Yep, main event. This is going to be a good fight at 170. It's going to be Carlos Condit versus Damian Maia. Damian Maia is ranked 3. Condit's ranked 4. This could easily be the fight that's the winner of this fight can easily go on to make a run for the title again. Condit would easily get the next fight, or Damian can get the next fight for the title. If they win, I can see it happening for sure. To be honest, I really think this fight's a coin flip, dude. It's the average striker versus grappler. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, Damian Maia has just been on fire recently, dude. So I've been saying Carlos Condit, but at the same time, he has some trouble. He's had some trouble with good grapplers. Mm-hmm. So. He's lost to Robbie Lawler, which was a split decision. That fight could have gone either way. So
controversial for sure.
Yeah, very controversial. He lost against Tyrone Woodley, So he also lost against Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks is not impressive at all. And
not anymore, but he was.
Yeah, I guess. So the people that Damian Maia has lost to has been Jake Shields and Rory McDonald, which are good grapplers that are good enough to maybe neutralize Damian Maia's grappling. I don't know if Carlos Condit is there yet. To be honest, I think I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to go with Damian Maia with this decision. I just think it's the 5 rounds is going to be a lot for Carlos Condit, unless Carlos Condit can finish him. But I don't think he can finish. Damian Maia. Damian Maia is pretty strong. His fight IQ is very good. And I don't think he's going to get hit. I don't think he's going to let Carlos unload on him. And I think he's going to be smart, find a time to go and take him down and get the clinch. I mean, Damian Maia has been taking people down at will. I don't know. I think it's going to be another Matt Brown, like a Matt Brown episode, except Carlos Condit is like a better Matt Brown in my eyes. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Damian Maia. What about you?
Yeah, that's a very close fight, dude. If this is a 3-round fight, I pick Maia. I'm not going to see my pick yet because I'm going to do some talking. But, yeah, this is a very close fight. It's a coin flip, like you said. Maia has just been on fire lately. He takes everyone down. He's a weak grappler. But, his performance against Ryan LaFleur, I mean, in that 5-round fight, he got, a point deducted in the last round because he wasn't doing anything. And LaFleur, was taking it to him. And, obviously he won the last round. It doesn't mean, I just think Maia gasses out. He's a huge welterweight. And that's his problem. He gasses out. And Condit's so good in those later rounds. So the 5-round fight, I definitely favor Condit. But he has bad takedown defense. He gets taken down in every fight. But he is good off his bat. That's the thing. He's better than Matt Brown off the bat. Carlos Condit always goes for subs. The thing is in this fight, like you said, Maia's been hungrier. Condit was thinking about retiring after his last fight. It was a very controversial fight. That's a red flag. It's a very close fight. I don't even know if I'm going to bet in this fight. I'm a fan of both. I mean, a part of me wants me to pick Condit. A part of me wants me to pick Maia. I'm going to go with Condit. It's super close. I'm not confident in this pick. I just think he can finish Maia in the later rounds. Just like I said, I think he has better cardio. I think he has a better chin, which is pretty obvious. And I think he can take the punishment in the first couple rounds and take it to him in the 4th or 5th round, get a late finish. If it was a 3-round fight, I would pick Maia. But the 5-round fight, for sure, favors Condit. His pace, his cardio, his striking, dude. Everything about Condit, dude, is on the feet. It's really good. And he's good off his back, too. He just needs to not get caught in the sub. I don't think he will. And I think he's going to late finish Maia late. but it's a very close fight. I don't know if I'm going to bet on it.
I can see either things happening. I think I'm gonna bet on that Maia by submission on Bovada. Dude, it's 12-1 odds.
12-1, yeah, that's a good thing. So I'm not confident in my pick, but
That
alone, it's a good fight.
That alone, I think, makes me see the submission already. I don't know. It just makes me want to see it. So
yeah, Damian Maia always proves me wrong, dude. So I mean, it's gonna be a good. If Maia wins,
man, I think I'm gonna bet on that right there. Damian Maia for sub 12-1.
Dude, if he gets a win, he's getting the title shot for sure, and he's gonna be a threat.
I think that's a good bet. I saw it on bet. Shout out to Betting Sharks. I think it's an awesome group, and yeah, they got good. That's where I saw that bet on, and I think I might jump on it too. But,
yeah, UFC Betting Sharks, great group. We got Mitch Williams, who's the owner, not the owner, the creator. But yeah, thanks everyone, and thanks for tuning in. We're gonna be back pretty soon. I think the next card is RJ Arlovski versus Barnett, and then we got some good cards coming after that. We got a great year of fights coming up. I think we got Dong Young Kim versus Gunnar Nelson just got added today. That's a good fight. Gunnar Nelson's gonna smoke him, and then we got my boy Albert Einstein Tubanov versus Leon Edwards. I mean, Tubanov's gonna smoke him. So we'll talk about that later. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys.